Hello to the interwebs. This is Gamereactor Live. I'm Dore and I'm joined here by Magnus.
Hello.
And we are going to take a look at the PS4 once again. We're going to be mainly focusing on free-to-play this time around.
Yes.
However, because in our last stream PSN was having issues, we couldn't get online with Killzone, so we thought that was worth taking another look at. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with Killzone Shadowfall multiplayer.
Yes.
And why wait? Let's jump right in.
Let's do that. Later on we'll tackle War Thunder, Warframe,
and DC Universe
and DC
Online,
Universe Online.
time permitting.
So, Killzone Shadowfall's multiplayer was very proliferated as one of the big features of the game. It was first introduced properly in Killzone 3, and now it's in the same scale as Call of Duty or Battlefield 4 this time around, I'd say. So it's a big part of the game.
And like the rest of the game, it looks pretty damn nice.
It looks amazing. There's no noticeable drop in graphic quality, I think, from the single player campaign. So
Excellent.
that's a great feature. Here I have chosen the support class. That's what I went with when I reviewed the game mostly. It's basic in this case you start with a shotgun, but you get certain perks in the same sense that you do with kill streaks in Call of Duty. In this case you get a drone that can revive fallen allies, or a spawn beacon, which you might know from the recon class in Battlefield 4, for example.
Yeah.
Nothing that really stands out, but it has the same Killzone sort of feel and look.
And the game mode that we're playing here right now is beacon theft.
This is beacon theft, where we are transporting a beacon to a point on the map, I think. Yeah. The big thing with Killzone's multiplayer mode is I got nuked there. Is these war zones, which is completely customizable. You can sort of create your own mini games, knife fights where you won't have one life only, for example, or you can only do sniper rifles or something like that. So you can completely set up each game to your own liking. So I think my ally has the beacon. Let's see if we can help him out.
Give him some assist.
Yes, I might have chosen the wrong setup though, because this is the forest map. It's a rather large map actually, so we're gonna try and go with
the assault class.
The assault class
Probably be better.
probably. This is a bit of a twitchy weapon, but we'll see how it goes. So it still feels noticeably heavier than Call of Duty, for example, but it has been substantially lightened up a bit from the very heavy Killzone that you might know from the PS3. Couldn't get to him there.
So this is beacon theft is basically capture the flag.
Basically, capture the flag. There's a number of different modes available to you, King of the Hill. Control a certain part of the map for a certain period of time for points, stuff like that.
Yeah, I noticed while playing the other day that the objectives changed through the match. So first it was about planting a bomb, then it was to defend so the bombs wouldn't be placed in 3 different locations, and then it became a control.
Yeah.
Is there something like that also in beacon theft?
Yes, it is exactly that. Once the beacon is in a certain point in the map, you have to defend it for a certain amount of time while points stack up. You can see we haven't been able to transport the beacon anywhere yet. So there's no points ticked in, but it would be like that. It's the same basic setup that you might know from the PlayStation Vita title Killzone Mercenary, where it's certain objectives is introduced at any point during the map. So it's kind of a little story where the things might change up or change pace all of a sudden, which is nice. It's a bit different from the same half-an-hour conquest mode you might see in Battlefields, which is nice.
I'm not quite sure though
See, here we are. We're capturing and connecting these, which is sort of the king of the hill concept.
Yeah.
And that just changed dynamically.
Yeah, because we got the beacon, so now
the beacon.
we're letting it charge up and need to defend it.
Yeah, and it's the basic A, B, C, D, E sort of setup. So none of the objectives themselves is particularly innovative, but it's like the connection between them that makes the pacing.
And there we see Mr. Creosote right there. That is Mike from the UK branch of Gamereactor, joining us here for.
He's taking a strategic approach, defending the beacon we have here. We're going to do the same. If I can, I'm going to switch to my handgun now. My trusty sidearm.
Where did it go?
I'm there. Ah, shit. Oh, sorry. Oh well. It is multiplayer. You are supposed to be a little brash. So I guess maybe we should show off one of the support class specific abilities.
Yeah.
For example, if I want to improve the conditions for my team very quickly, I can place a spawn beacon. Like I said, people will know this from Battlefield, but it helps getting into and defending your objective or attacking a base very quickly.
Yeah, but you're the assault class now.
Oh yeah, the assault class is just, I have this, you might notice from the single player campaign, that I can go into a sort of adrenaline rush. Like so, I'll have more, I died instantly there, but I will have more HP, and time will slow for me substantially.
Okay.
And then I'll have placeable energy shield, which will give me, I can stand behind it. You might have seen from. So you can place that over here if I can reach it. I think they have us pinned down pretty much. Could use the help of Mr. Creosote. I think.
Yeah, and I believe we also have the editor-in-chief of the UK branch, Gillen, running around. I haven't seen him yet.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen him yet. So we're gonna place. Oh yeah, that was the wrong one. Yeah, the energy shield won't do as much good there. So here we have what we need to defend. I'm still under the effect of the adrenaline rush, which might give me
a little bit of an edge.
Yes, see, he just got revived by the revival drone. Same drone as you might know, Owl from the single player campaign.
Yeah, so but here, there's Gillen, Napgil, right there.
Oh, there we are. He seems to have gone with the Recon. I haven't played much around with that particular class, but it's basic sniper rifle handgun setup. You attack from afar.
Yeah.
Which is useful in a map like this. We'll see. I think they have us pinned down over here. Now, again, the objectives changed again. So now it's a search and destroy. We have to attack. They have to defend. Group kill.
At least you got the assist.
Yeah, and I got revived by a.
Excellent.
What is actually surprising is you do actually. It is very much more twitchy than you would expect, but you do have a lot of HP. Actually, you have to really dig in before something happens. I'm not sure I like this weapon though. Sort of a submachine gun. It's not.
And that's the only weapon that you have. I mean, you obviously unlock more. Further down the line.
What's interesting is there's not really any XP in the game, in the multiplayer section of the game. It plays around the idea of challenges.
Okay.
Which unlocks. I'm getting hammered right now. That essentially means is that you have every weapon disposable to you from the get-go. So we're going to try and do with the support class and see what that mixes things up. But you have every weapon. What you do unlock is certain perks for that weapon, or, for example, my revive drones can revive 2 fallen allies at the same time. So that's the kind of abilities. And
like lower cooldown.
Yeah, lower cooldowns and that kind of stuff. It places the emphasis on skill rather than, having a specific rank. So if you had ranks, then at some point you're gonna unlock everything.
Yeah.
But now you have to do specific things like get some shotgun kills in a row in order to unlock specific things, which is nice. I'm gonna place a spawn beacon here. I like the shotgun a little bit better. It's a bit more responsive. At some point you do unlock the weapon though that the Lucas Kellen.
Oh, twin kill.
Yes.
Nice one.
Wasn't enough to get to that guy.
So you unlock the rifle that
Yes.
turns into the sniper rifle
Yeah,
that you
the
charge
sniper
up.
rifle.
I
Yeah.
love that weapon from
very,
the single player.
very, very cool weapon. I'm not sure. It is a bit down the line, and the objectives for it are a bit difficult. But it's the sniper rifle perk there is very powerful.
Yeah.
So, but at the start, most of these weapons is Hellgast weapons because we are in the Hellgast team right now. So, but as you might have known from the single player campaign, most of the time you run out of ammo pretty quickly. So you're gonna have to pick up the Hellgast weapons pretty fast during each mission. So you might be familiar with them. Oh, he disappeared. It's nice. Oh, there he is.
Run away.
Yeah, he is. But I got him. Kill streak stopper.
Awesome. Nice one.
Yeah, I'm loving the shotgun so far.
Ooh.
That is, I'm not sure, I think that is what that was. It's an EMP explosion of some kind.
Okay.
I'm not sure which class has that to play around with. But this map is taken directly from the forest map, which is the best mission in the game by far. Gives you the most freedom and to play with the mechanics and that kind of
that's
stuff.
it's early on in the game.
Very
right?
early,
Yeah.
mission 2 actually.
Yeah.
So, but each map there, I think there's only 10 of them. But then again, you don't really notice that there aren't that many of them because war zones sort of play with your objectives enough to keep the maps fresh.
Yeah.
But there aren't that many, really isn't. I've gone around them somehow.
Yeah. Flanked them.
Yeah.
Good job. Well,
Thank you. I didn't use that ability. Just
yeah. No. But
yeah, but
now we know how to do it.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, you can see I'm not in the top players. I'm really, really far down, 11th. But Mr. Creosote is actually behind us in score, so we can warm ourselves to the thought of that.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm not sure when Nabgil comes in. So we still have the search and destroy stuff, only it's now that it's us that is defending.
Yeah.
So I'm going to place a spawn beacon somewhere near so we can get quickly. Someone's been placing a shield, that's nice. Placing that there.
And he plays the
Yeah,
shielded zone.
Very quickly, these
Mexican standoff.
Yeah. See, I just revived him with my drone.
Yeah.
You don't have to. A difference from the battlefield experience is that you don't have to be close to the player that you are reviving. I can sort of revive him from a distance.
Yeah, which makes sense because you just send out a drone.
Yeah, and he pops out of cover. So I'm gonna run behind this. But then again, yeah, the shield can only take so much.
Yeah.
But you do get a lot of points for having a very good spawn beacon up, so...
Are you also using the touchpad as you do in the single player, or has it moved to...
Not really.
No.
You use it for... You can see, by a click on the touchpad, you get this the scoreboards.
Yeah.
But there really isn't... You don't have that many mechanics to play around with, so...
Yeah, because in the single player you use it to swipe up
Yes.
and down to the sides to select the abilities that your owl is supposed to use.
Yes.
But here, of course, the classes only have one use
one
of the owl.
aspect
Yeah.
of the owl to play with. So that has been mapped to the directional buttons.
Yeah.
You can see left and right. I have my drone and my spawn beacon. So
Yeah, which makes sense. It's quicker.
yeah. So I'm gonna revive that guy over there. But it is. I mean, I think some of the owl's abilities are mapped as kill streak rewards as well.
Okay.
For example, the Exalt class can have some covering fire unlocked from Owl if you get a kill streak of a certain... Oh, he completely destroyed me there. Dark Knight. Some numbers. But I think overall, maybe we should. I think this map will end in 3 minutes. We can take one more.
Yeah.
Overall, I think that the multiplayer suite is very strong. There's a lot of stuff to play around with there, and Guerrilla Games, the developer, has promised to keep the supply of new maps flowing, and they'll be free of charge.
Excellent.
Which is always nice. It doesn't matter if you get destroyed every time you play, like I am, but at least something happens.
Yeah.
But when I sat down and...
somebody needs to be cannon fodder for the, so the good players can...
I'm the first one in and the first one out. I'm gonna try and flank something. But we're attacking just...
Yeah, so we have... mission lost.
Yeah.
Out of time. We almost destroyed A there, though.
Almost destroyed it. So I think one map contains sort of 5 objectives, maybe.
Yeah.
But then again, yeah, these objectives can be completely modified.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with some guys who made a map where you had 0 HP and only sniper rifles.
Okay.
So that like forces people to think differently, strategically about the game, which is very nice. But then again, it's only as strong as the player base, so that's what we'll see.
Yeah, because it's lovely having a lot of customization options, but then if you customize it to something that nobody wants to play, well...
then everything is lost.
Yeah.
I think we're going to take one more, see if it's one of the boring Helghast fixed maps.
Yeah.
It is a lot more colorful, the multiplayer mode as well, but there's a stark contrast between the very colorful maps like the one we just saw and the very rainy, grey, black Helghast stuff.
But what about, for example, customization of your character?
There is not a lot of customization can happen. You can't really change the look of your character like we might be used to in Call of Duty, for example, with clan patches and stuff like that. But as you can see, I got a hollow scope for a gun, and I upgraded the spawn beacon, Mark III.
Awesome.
It just gets faster and more effective. But that's really sort of it. So it's a lot about, I think the replayability, it doesn't really come from the customization, but more from the war zones. I think at least that is the focus of it.
Yeah.
So you can see that you get sort of...
Let's check out the score, see how we racked up against...
yeah, we can check it once we get
up against Mike and Dylan.
I think we performed poorly, but better than Gillen and Mr. Creosote, I believe. So...
And just to reiterate for those of you just joining, this is of course Gamereactor Live, and we are gonna be focusing on the PS4 and mainly free-to-play games. However, we started with Killzone Shadowfall since we didn't get it to work last time, and we thought it was definitely worth another crack at it.
Indeed.
And today PSN is holding up. Fingers crossed it'll stay up.
We'll see.
And we are playing just a random battle zone.
Yes.
Going to the map, the Remains. And also on our team is Gillen and Mike from the UK Gamereactor. So obviously the pressure's on. You have to do better than them.
Yes.
We don't need to win, we just need to
be better than
them.
beat them.
Yes.
So this is my basic... the range of different rifles available to the assault class. So you can see there's no basic unlocks here. You have the weapons available to you. So we're going to take the Rumbler, and then I can unlock different scopes, and there's a number of sidearms like the shotgun or the grenade launcher.
Okay.
So, but it's not really that kind of...
Oh, it's definitely not as deep as, for example, with Call of Duty.
No,
with
definitely
unlocking
not.
all the weapons.
Definitely not. But we can save this loadout and take the Rumbler into battle. And we can only spawn here. So, as you can see, this is from the Helgen home planet we're playing, and it's capture and connect, the same that we saw before.
Okay.
So, we're gonna jump right into the fray here. So I'm thinking we're doing quite well. I'm gonna head over to the next one. We have a bunch of allies here. Whoa!
And here we are just simply defending
Yeah,
these.
we're keeping them from connecting this to there.
Yeah.
So they right now they have 3 and we have 2. So we're gonna. It's who ends up. Oh, he had a minigun. That's hard to. But it is like I played Killzone 3 back on the PS3, and that's a lot more heavy. I mean, they've taken at least a note from Call of Duty and made it more reflex based.
Okay.
So it's basically who spots who first.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun to that concept, but you have to be, at least I think, have a little experience with other multiplayer shooters before starting this.
So it's more Twitch.
More
based.
Twitch, yes. More Counter-Strike than like third-person type multiplayer games. I'm gonna try to head down here. Whoa. I am backing out of this one. See, now I'm gonna try and use my adrenaline rush ability.
Yeah, maybe drop him a grenade.
See. I haven't really found out.
It is Christmas after all.
It is.
Send him a little package.
Yeah, send him a little care package. I think the plan is to introduce more sort of basic upgradable mechanics as they go, like care packages and whatnot. We're gonna see if we can have the drop on some guys from here, if I'm quick enough. Oh shit! No, I said it again. Maybe we could try, just so we can bin around all of the classes. Maybe just try.
Yeah, the scout.
Yeah, the scout, just to see. I think what it is just a. I spawned again with this. Some invisibility perks, maybe a scan. As you might know from the single player campaign, Lucas has a scanner
to
map
reveal
enemies through walls and other structures, which is nice. I'm not quite sure how that would work in multiplayer, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to drop them a grenade. All right.
There we go.
You sort of get, people tend to crawl around after they've been shot, so maybe they could be revived or something.
Yeah.
But you get very confused.
But they can't shoot back.
No, there's no like there isn't like the second chance perk in Call of Duty. No, that you just wait for someone to revive you. So we have the scanner, I can see, and we have an invisibility perk. So I think we just got headshotted there.
Yep.
And this is very weird, but we don't have a long-range scope for the sniper rifle at the beginning, which is I'm not quite sure why. You can see it's just like basic red dot stuff. It has its own charm, I guess. But as you can see, it works. I'm gonna try and scan. But as you can see,
And if you, do you know if you scan if your team members are able to see? Because like you have enemies popping up on your radar, but
I only think it's for me.
Yeah.
But you have a basic idea of your allies all the time. But I don't think you share perks in that sense. That if I scan something, I can't get through that shield.
Go around. Ah, shit.
I'm not that successful. We can, but have we been successful enough to beat? No, not at all. We're lagging behind everyone at the moment. So I'm gonna
Tisk.
Yes, I'm gonna try to switch it up a bit, and if that doesn't help, then always go back to the support class with the shotgun and just rave madly, wildly around. So I didn't get anyone on the scan. What really surprised me also when, like, basically when reviewing it is how good people become at first-person shooter multiplayer very quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try. Now I am invisible, I think.
Ah, yes.
How long this lasts remains to be seen, but I'm gonna try and jump
Is
through.
there a counter? Yeah, down there in the right, left corner.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's an enemy drone.
Take that.
So 2 sniper shots didn't get him there. He's scanning for me. So we have a... And I'm gonna scan for him.
And I think actually you are... Oh, behind you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were standing pretty close to the spawn.
I was. But then again, I got him just before. So
Yeah.
that was 2 kills. I don't think that gets us further ahead of Gillen, but it was an attempt at something. At
And
least.
now, yes, they've gotten A, so we need to
Get over to...
keep them away from B.
Gonna go for a quick scan. Is that? Yes, it is.
It's a shield, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. I'm gonna try this tactic again, because I liked it. And see if it yields any results. I think, though, I am slightly like...
Yeah, there's like an outline. But that didn't help that guy.
Yeah, I got him. I could easily fall in love with that ability, I have to say. But then again, the sniper rifle, I think, isn't as... Most of the maps aren't like the forest map we saw before.
Yeah,
Most of them are very
seems a bit
corridor
more-
based, so... I think the recon class really needs that invisibility perk to have some
Success.
yeah. So we're gonna try and do it again. See how far I can reach. There's someone there. I saw him. The outline of an invisible player. And there we go. And I lose my invisibility instantly.
As soon as you use it, but can you
Yes.
trigger it right away, or does it need to recharge? I guess
It
it needs to recharge.
needs to recharge for a long time, but if I die and respawn, I'll have it instantly available to me.
Yeah, not a great thing for a kill-death ratio, but
No.
I guess it works.
If you want a completely neutral KD, then that's something for you to consider. Oh, he saw me instantly there. But to the point,
Yes.
we are ahead of Gillen now, and he's not. Well, I'm not. I won't slander Gillen, but we're performing poorly, I think, seen from the big perspective. So now we're gonna try and get across here. I think he's seen me. 1, 2, 3. No!
Oh,
No!
so close.
You were killed by Mopless.
I've seen that name pop up a lot.
Oh, damn. Yeah. I'm gonna... I'm performing poorly now. We're gonna see when you're gonna try Warframe later on. If you can, like, improve our reputation as multiplayer online. Can I... Yes, I can. Thank you. I'm not
Yeah,
sure
we'll
how...
see. I've played Warframe, of course, on the PC,
Yeah.
and I've had, I think, 10 minutes with it on the controller.
Oh, yes, just to get the feel for the controls.
Yeah.
I got him with some type of melee.
Hit him right in the Achilles heel.
Yeah, right in the Achilles heel, and that is the soft spot, as you might know. Yeah, we're trying to defend. We're attacking something here.
Yeah, it's our turn to attack.
Whoa! Some type of grenade there.
Yeah, that was an EMP.
I'm gonna try. Whoa. I just committed suicide.
You have killed yourself.
Yeah, and it will say that on all the screens, including those of our Gamereactor allies. Sorry about that.
So, as you've mentioned before, you reviewed this game for the
Yes.
site. What was your impression?
I think it's a very, very strong game and very underrated, I would say. Killzone has always gotten a bad rap for being a tad too generic and too slow for its own good.
Yep.
With almost every other like highly proliferated first-person shooter being better. I think that's not the case at all in the sense of the launch first-person shooters
Yep.
for the new systems. Between Call of Duty, Battlefield, and this, I think this is the game that tries the most new and innovative things. Like, for example, Owl, I think is very underrated as a gameplay mechanic for a first-person shooter.
Yeah, and since it's a first-party, I mean, they're using the controller, every single
Yes.
button, every single possible.
Yeah, it's the
Input.
coolest way they've implemented the touchpad at all in any games I've seen. In Assassin's Creed, you use it to navigate the map, for example, which is cool. I mean, it's a fun little thing, but using Owl in the single-player campaign, at least, is very intuitive and very smart. And it's not because the story isn't as sharp as I would like it to be, but the entire political situation and the thing that the situations that sort of it is created through the use of that scenario, I think is very cool.
Yeah.
So I gave it an 8, and I think that's also due to the multiplayer. It's very strong. So maybe not as defined or refined as Call of Duty or Battlefield, but it tries some new things. So if you're into a little different multiplayer shooting, this might be your way to go. You're gonna have to get a little bit better at it than the Gamereactor boys, but it has its fun moments. We're gonna get at that guy over here. Shit.
Corner camper.
Yes. Well, that's cool. I mean, he can do what he wants as long as we win. But I only have about 55 seconds left. I've run from here.
I think we might fail this objective.
I think so too. It's 3-0. I'm having most success with my knife-based stuff, so I'm gonna do some more of that.
Well, nobody can see you, nobody can shoot you.
Yeah, that's true. Gonna run up here. Gonna jump here. Gonna run in here. Gonna kill this guy.
Pop goes the weasel.
Melee cloaked kill. It's a lot more XP or points for that. A lot of campers in that room, I have to say.
But I mean, they are where they should be.
Yeah.
Defending.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Different objectives call for different tactics, I guess. I had no chance against that guy. I do encourage Guerrilla Games, though, to keep doing the more open maps and not these. I think these corridor-based ones are not as strong.
Yeah.
So that was 2 maps. Do you want to?
Yeah, I think we'll jump over to Warframe.
Yes.
And start taking a look at the free-to-play titles that if you just have just enough for the console.
Yes.
Well, they already have
Help us
great
at hand.
free games for you to play. I think
3 big is the free-to-play titles.
Yeah.
Warframe, DC Universe Online, and War Thunder, which should keep you busy for a long time.
Yeah, and we'll start with Warframe, and I don't think we've finished the tutorial, which is fine. I need to work out the controls on the controller.
So,
Maybe,
are you aware of? Do you use? Do Warframe use the touchpad in any kind of intuitive
They use
way?
it for abilities like dash,
Yeah.
dash slash, and
Yes.
stuff like that. So, what's new in the latest update? And if you're not familiar with what Warframe is, it can be summed up in one line. It's ninjas in space.
Yes.
Sold.
Sold. That's it's yeah. If you want it to be slightly more defined than that, I wouldn't see why. But it's like a basic. It's a third-person shooter mixed with some hack and slash elements.
Yes, you can stealth or you can go full hack and slash.
Yeah.
Shoot 'em up, basically, and it's free to play, and you can play forever without paying.
Yes.
Basically, if you want a nice-looking hat or you wanna get quicker to, a certain weapon or something.
Yes.
A skin, you can do that. But if you just want to play, you just play.
There is
that is exactly how free to play should be.
That is the best recipe, at least.
They were called Tenno, warriors of blade and gun, masters of the Warframe armor. Those that
This is slightly Star Wars-y,
Yeah.
I think. A call echoes across the
slightly less
stars.
wordy.
Yes. But we start with this is clearly a Star Wars homage. Look at it, I mean. And they were called Tenno. I'm not sure what that name. So this is my first time even seeing this game in action, so I'm very excited. Warframe: The Chamber. Yes. So is it versus, or is it mostly co-op?
It's cool.
Only co-op.
I believe they have added PvP since I last played it.
Okay.
I'm not 100%.
Okay, so it's a direct port of a very successful PC release.
Yes.
I don't know how long
Which
it's been.
is still in beta.
Still in beta.
As far as I know.
Yeah. So menacing. They look.
So these
Wow.
are, of course, the bad guys.
The bad guys, yes. They look slightly odd. They all have bad backs, it seems. But a cool little tour.
And here we find ourselves cryogenically frozen.
Oh, right. So this is... That's way cooler, that armor.
Yeah, the character designs in this game are badass.
Yeah.
They are really nice. And of course they have different classes with different abilities.
Yes.
And a lot of customizable options. You know, you can go through the tech tree and...
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So it has the same like basic multiplayer setup as Killzone, where you have the defined classes that do certain things.
Yeah, but still, you can still mix and match it.
You can mix and match, yeah. A Warframe shows your
And
vital
here we
statistics.
are in the tutorial showing us the HUD.
Wow. Don't be an epileptic.
So
Is it our character that's called Excalibur?
yes,
I like that.
and it's showing us, of course, just the health meter, the armor meter.
So it's not that, free-to-play titles are ugly, but I think this is noticeably pretty for a title which
yes.
doesn't require you to pay anything to play.
Yeah, it's definitely really nice looking.
Yes, and I've heard that in motion, when it gets really hectic, there's a lot of cool particle effects, and we'll get to that.
So pick up ammo. Here we have our main weapon, assault rifle.
So Ezio98 asks, what free-to-play game excites us the most?
Well, Warframe,
That is Warframe.
for me.
All right.
Because like I said, I've played it on the PC and had a lot of fun with it. And then I think actually with the controller it works. I don't know better, but on par with mouse and keyboard.
And that's
And
the
I
best
find
you can
that
get.
for a lot of third-person games.
Yeah.
That is the case.
Yeah. I agree with Ezio98 and say that Deep Down looks very interesting as well,
Yeah.
if it matches the...
And here, of course, we have a sword. Yes.
Very cool, that is. The sort of movement with the sword Reminds me a bit of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Oh,
little
yeah,
bit.
maybe a little bit.
Is there a way to speed up your movements, like a sprint or?
Yeah. I can sprint by holding down the
right.
left analog. And I think that is it for the tutorial. And now we'll finally get to take on the bad guys.
All right. So that's
No,
it for the
power
tutorial.
consumes energy,
Absorb
so
this-
we need to find the
Yeah,
energy.
that's the sphere.
Yes.
Yes.
And now here we get to see what we do with the touchpad.
Oh, right.
So by with swiping up, I do a slash dash.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
It's quick and intuitive, so you don't even really have to take your fingers off the other buttons. You can just
Yeah, but that's the cool thing about the DualShock 4, right? That you can rest on the triggers and just swipe very quickly.
Yeah.
Same in Killzone,
okay.
which is nice.
So here we go.
So you're still alone, but can other players?
Yes,
Join now?
I have to finish
In
this
principle.
this intro here,
Okay.
and then we'll go out into the hub world where I will try to find Mike and Gillen
Right.
again.
Oh dear Lord.
Ah, missed him.
It looked cool, as you missed.
Yeah.
So that's nice. I like the minimalistic HUD. I think it's nothing really interferes with the
Yeah,
action.
except the Lotus.
Yeah, the Lotus thing. But I'm guessing when
Yeah,
the
yeah.
real multiplayer action comes down, then she'll be
Quiet.
hopefully. She's already said that to us.
Yes.
So. Hello, hello.
And here we have our buddies. So now we choose our Warframe.
Right.
Now, which type of gameplay style we want to choose? Excalibur is more force, because we have the slash dash and reticle
Yeah.
blind, so it's more in-your-face action.
Yeah.
Loki has decoy invisibility, so she's obviously more stealth. And then we have
Defender.
kind of a tank type.
Yeah, bullet attractor, shields.
Yeah. I'm thinking that we go for Excalibur.
I like the initial thing with Excalibur, so we're gonna stick with that. But there's a lot of customization with
Yeah.
each of these three classes.
And so here we are in the origin system, and we
Oh,
can
it's-
choose different
right.
missions and stuff.
So different missions on different planets. So.
Yeah.
All right.
So
That's our enemies.
yeah, completing regional activities, real-time alerts. This is key to attacking high-value targets. So you clear a region and then have a final mission to
Yeah.
clear the planet.
Yeah. So let's do that. Can we? Well, we can't invite them to complete this mission with us,
Let's see.
because we are in the hub world. Or
Yeah, I think.
maybe with the options.
See the options. And we have no players online. Lasse, can you send a Skype to Gillen and Mike and tell them to jump on Warframe?
So let's go complete the tutorial mission. Can they join while we're in mission? Perhaps we can begin.
Wait, add friend. Let's check out our friends here.
I have to press friends and then. Yeah, it is a separate menu. So.
Yeah, okay. Creosote, they're both playing Warframe.
Oh,
So I think maybe we have to add them specifically into Warframe. It might be because you have to have a actual profile
Oh,
in
right.
Warframe to play it. So it might be a separate system.
That's some nice extra knowledge there. So let's add them so we can get some co-op action going. Is it an underscore? No?
Yeah, I'm looking for the underscore actually.
I think it's down there in the extra stuff, one to the left, with the at.
Oh yes, yes.
So for how long has Warframe been in PC beta? I think it's
Long time.
yeah. It's pretty cool that it sort of has this sort of a finished release.
Yeah.
Even though it's not really that finished in that sense.
Yeah.
Just
And I mean, it's with a lot of these free-to-play MMOs.
yeah,
It's basically just a question of when they take the sticker off, the beta sticker in the corner.
yeah,
Because I mean, the game is, I would say, done.
yeah. It doesn't appear
Yeah.
like a half finished job, so that's cool. So there's Ezio here asks whether we'll be playing Blacklight Retribution. As far as I'm aware,
It's
not part of the
available.
European launch.
No.
Only the American US launch of PlayStation 4. It's maybe slightly delayed here. Not sure. But we'll probably get to it once it releases. Or we'll have some news on that. But you can still watch Warframe and DC Universe Online and War Thunder, which we'll be playing eventually.
So I have pending. I think I'll jump into the first mission,
Yes.
get going, and
So is there any attempt other than like setting up the initial universe and characters? Is there any plot, story, or
I mean there's this story that goes because they have the enemies they have taken over the solar system,
okay?
and we are fighting to get it back. I mean that's the basic.
That's the basic premise, yeah. But there's no more character exploration or anything beyond that.
Not that I've.
No. Very hard to do in sort of a multiplayer-centric game,
Yeah.
at least. So
So 9.
no,
counting
we're
down.
being set up with
Yeah, you automatically get assigned with other players.
yes,
Unless you specifically select that you want to play alone.
yeah. But as far as I can understand, in both the early and especially the later levels, playing alone isn't ideal.
No, you wanna have some backup. Because
Yeah.
it's very frantic and twitchy, and you want to have somebody to have your back and heal you.
Yeah, healing and for revives as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, cool that they are encouraging, like, co-op in a co-op centric title. I think that's reasonable. We'll see just how difficult even the first mission can become. But we only have one squad mate with us,
Yeah.
and it's not one of the Gamereactor elite team. So we'll see.
Yeah.
What class has he chosen? I can see us to the right. We're Excalibur.
Yes.
Maybe he's Loki.
Yeah,
the
he's Loki.
Stealth centric character.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you need to find the reactor and destroy it.
Yeah. You have not been detected. Is there any stealth?
Yes.
So you can you, for example, do the entire mission quiet?
I haven't managed to do that yet. So.
But it's you would say maybe it's theoretically possible.
Yeah.
Okay. So are we being hooked up with a? Oh, there's more now. It's nice.
I think. Go through here and.
Locate the reactor.
Still good.
We're still good. Something to your left there. Oh, there's a Grineer. Okay, stealth's off.
Yeah.
So there is, I noticed there is like this basic RPG setup with the numbers flying. That you can, there's sort of this number-based system around attack and defense and HP. And Hello.
Yes.
So how dynamic are the environments? Is it these sort of like, gray, dark places, or does it switch it up?
Yeah, for the most part, it's like this interior of
Yeah.
space battles. No, the space stations
Yeah.
that I've encountered so far.
Okay. But I'm guessing that they have plans to sort of.
Yeah, because
add more maps.
there, I mean, there are several planets
Yeah.
in the universe. So
Oh yeah, that should switch things up. Is there anything based on Earth that you've encountered so far?
no, not so far.
Okay.
My teammates here are lagging a little bit behind, or maybe I'm just foolishly running ahead.
Running backwards. I think that looks like the way for the reactor. That is cool. So, do you find that using Excalibur is the sword more your secondary weapon and your rifle your primary, or?
Yeah, I mainly use the rifle,
Yeah.
and then
So how upgradable and customizable are your weapons?
I mean there's a lot of
Different stuff.
and a lot of different weapons. Of course, being a free to play, those are stuff that you can either buy or grind
Yes.
to get.
But I'm guessing in co-op and like cooperation-based titles, it's not sort of pay to win, but more like pay to get there faster. And
Yeah.
if any, it's good for your team that someone has chosen to either grind their way to the top or paid for getting better
Exactly.
weapons. And
It's the question of, do you wanna, how much is your time worth,
yeah,
basically.
but I'm guessing that getting there to the top without paying anything is going to take time.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot to do and a lot of ranks to achieve.
Here we have a little chest.
Oh, nice.
Got a little affinity here.
Affinity,
That is the energy to make our super moves.
so mana, or
Yeah, basically.
which is nice.
So let's. Oh, it won't let me.
I'm finding the form of the enemy's body is pretty strange
Yeah.
still. So they dropped a lot of. There's credits there. I'm guessing that's in-game. Okay. So you're vomiting on him. So Alex asks, can the gore / blood stuff be turned off?
What an
I'm not
excellent
sure.
question. We'll take a look at that in the menu after we finish this
Yeah.
mission here.
The thing is, I'm not
I mean,
sure
it's
that
not
there is a
quite-
lot.
It's not quite that gory because they seem to be very robot-based.
Robotic, yeah. So, harking back to Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, a way to get around that dreaded M rating for mature
Exactly.
is just to have robotic enemies and you can chop off all the limbs you want.
Take that.
Yeah. Get some affinity.
We still have some enemies here. Oh, here is the reactor.
And yeah, just to Branko P85 says that it kind of it feels, at least from the look of it, a bit like the multiplayer from Mass Effect 3, grinding with your team and having AI enemies charging towards you and having this objective,
Okay.
which is nice. That was a really strong multiplayer mode.
There
so
we go. A little hacking minigame.
hacking minigame, which is always nice.
Got
to
it on the
have.
first try there. Don't want to brag, but first time with the controller.
You're doing well.
Yeah, apparently our session is full, so Gillen can't join us right now, but will join us for the next map.
Yes. And right now, I think our team is performing without a hitch.
Yep.
I think it's going really well. You have to get used to the like almost horror gamey darkness that's sort of around. I'm guessing it's to showcase off the electric effects and the lightning sword and all that cool stuff.
Yeah.
Looks amazing though. So
There's something popping up on the map here, but
you have an assault team coming that way, I think.
Okay. There we go. On top of us.
Yeah, you have more coming through that way.
And I mean, there is some aim assist, but not a lot. It's not snap-on.
Oh, it's not snap-on.
No, it kind of gives you a little bit of follow-through
Yeah,
if you're having a hard time locking on.
I'm guessing that is something you can customize or manipulate with before you start the map. This is a map with a bit more follow or...
Possibly.
So is there... And you have this basic objective now of reaching this reactor. Are there any like boss battles or anything like that?
Yeah.
So at the end of each map,
We'll see what happens here.
we'll see.
At the end here. And again, they're still always updating the game, adding new stuff, fixing minor animation bugs, and
Yeah.
I mean basically making the game, because I don't think they have a beta label on the PS4 version,
No,
but
I don't think so.
It is the PC beta basically.
Yeah. So the PlayStation's only been out since Friday, but I think people need to realize that even on console, free-to-play games are these evolving entities.
Exactly.
They're sort of evolving in their own time on consoles as well as PC when they're probably introduced.
Yeah.
And we'll see Blacklight, Retribution, and we have the 3 games we're looking at today. So there is a lot of free-to-play stuff coming, and I think people just need to realize that there will be bugs, there will be server issues, and all these things.
Yeah. So far, we haven't had any server issues with PSN, so that seems to be sorted.
Yeah.
There were some problems here in the EU, even though we had the US beta tested for us.
Yeah. But again, I think this is this 4th or 5th day since launch. I think it's performing very smoothly.
Yeah.
Even like there's a very minor set of animation hiccups, but that's about it, I think. But I think I've heard at least that the European PSN has been buckling and having a hard time over the weekend.
Yeah. And we experienced that in our own live stream the other day.
Yes.
Which we put right now by playing a little bit of Killzone earlier. Let's see if I have anything here for you. Pick up.
Explosive barrel. Nice
Yeah,
label.
what game would be complete without a red barrel that explodes when you shoot it?
I wonder what happens if the evil guys had the idea to paint explosive barrels something other than red. I mean, everyone would be fooled.
Yeah.
Like, what if that's green and you just...
And here I am thinking I'm getting items, but instead I get explosive gas in my face.
Yes. Thank you, Lotus, for reminding us.
Okay, so I think we've hacked everything that we need here.
So the XP, is that something you get during the map or only when the map concludes?
Oh, I think it tallies up at the end, but
Okay.
not quite.
So it requires you to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leroy Jenkins.
I'm guessing that's Excalibur's role, just to run in.
It is when I play him.
Yes. Do you have enough affinity for your. You can introduce the.
For the slash attack, the
Yes.
thing is, I think I have to upgrade to get it, even though they showed it to me in the tutorial.
Oh right,
Power not unlocked, you see.
That
when I
is-
try to...
very anti-climax.
But Yep. So... Waiting for other players, we're done.
Oh, nice. Get to the extraction point. So the fourth player has 47 seconds to get to the chopper.
Yeah, get to the chopper.
Come on, man.
He's just standing there waiting.
Yeah, he's... But if you play MMOs, you are introduced all the time to people that go AFK in stupid times.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Seriously?
Please, dude. He's moving back there. You can see it. He's just running the wrong way. And two of them won't make it.
3 out of 4 ain't bad.
No. It's the best we could do, at least, with what we were given.
So here we see my XP
Oh, yeah.
and upgrades.
So each level also has a rank.
Yeah.
Okay, that's...
And I got some currency and
Some
obtained
items.
a couple of items there.
Yeah. A lot to do for a free-to-play title, at least. And you just played it, I mean, normally without paying anything, so...
Yeah, exactly. So...
Are you listening, people who make free-to-play titles?
Let's see if we can... invite Mike over.
Oh, yes.
And Gillen is offline, unfortunately. Oh, and Mike just went offline as well.
Oh, no.
We'll just
Grab
soldier
another
on.
mission? Yes. Do you, should we try out one of the other classes just to see how it changes up the gameplay, or have you fallen in love with
been
Excalibur?
disconnected. Yeah, let's see if we can start a new class here. And here you can see all the different planets that are locked
yeah.
right now.
So a lot to
there's
do.
a lot to get through.
Yeah. And I'm guessing that each planet has a large set of different missions available. So there's a lot of content even from the beginning, which is not something you normally see in these free-to-play things. There's normally like a steady flow.
And now
So which one are you going to take?
so we only have Mercury unlocked.
All right. We can take the second stuff on Mercury.
So we're yeah, we'll just play online and we'll play with where we can see. But let's take a look at our arsenal. So we are rank 2 with Excalibur here. Badass. See if we can equip some. And so here are the different Warframes that you can select.
Oh, yes.
And you can see that these cost currency, of which I don't have enough to
So how much did you
unlock
just
right now.
acquire?
I have 50 now.
50.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot for one map.
Yeah. And I believe we started with a little bit. But yeah, so if you want to go for the other Warframes, you gotta grind a bit, or as they say, bring out the credit cards.
Yeah.
So.
But then again, if you just got 50 from like 25 minutes of play, that would maybe an hour and a half,
Yeah, we'll
you would
see,
have enough.
We'll see how much we have left after the next
Yes.
mission. I don't have any mods or anything right now. And here, of course, different types of weapons. So you can have the Skana, which is the basic katana, a club, and dual knives. And
an antenna, by the looks of it. The Fragor.
I think that's more of a Warhammer.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And with the weapons, you can go for like a bow.
There's one that costs 25,000 there. Oh, that's not the same currency, it seems.
No.
The Brayton. The price is on the left side of the screen. Oh,
That one we can buy, because that's for, it's not the premium currency.
okay. The Brayton.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Ha,
Ah,
we'll see.
all right.
I guess we're going in vanilla, and
Yes, we are.
going for level 1-2, which is capture.
Yeah.
Against the Grenier.
So we're being asked, I think this is a question more for you, because you've played the PC version. So when you want to level up and gain enough credits to buy some new Warframes, how much grinding do you think that would take? Or is it quite easy?
I mean, it depends on how well you do, for how long your play session is. But I'd say after like, a couple of days, and you'll unlock a new Warframe.
All right.
I mean,
That doesn't sound like too time consuming.
no. And the thing is, you're also having fun the entire time, because it's a fun game to play.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel that you're grinding just to get to, that Warframe that you really want to play. You can have different playstyles with all of them, and still have fun playing the game while you're unlocking and grinding.
So maybe it resembles like the obtaining of heroes in League of Legends, for example, that you'll have fun gaining access to the characters, and it will probably take you a couple of days, maybe a day if it's a long play session, to gain access to one of them.
Yeah.
Which I think is fairly reasonable if the basic gameplay is fun. Ooh. Is that the same?
No, this is different types of.
So we're not
drones.
fighting the Grenier, this drone.
No, this is the Grenier. Is just a different class of defense drones.
Yeah. So have you encountered any other enemy types besides the Grenier warriors?
No.
No, okay. I'm guessing they change it up a bit with the different planets when you unlock them. Ooh.
Oh, not doing too good health-wise here. There we go.
So you have this rechargeable shield, and you have your health points, which is...
it doesn't regenerate, but you need to pick up health orbs
right.
for the health.
Okay.
And he's hard at work. Bob Duran.
Bob Duran is doing fine. But Val 64 is down.
Not so good. Let's see if we can give him some assistance.
Hang in there, Val. Okay.
Wasn't quite sure about that guy.
Just... Oh no! Seconds too late, Val. We're so sorry.
Sorry about that. And headshot.
Very nice. So what if, in Vow 64's sake, what happens when you die? Completely. without a
Oh,
revive?
just
Until the objective is complete?
you just
or?
respawn.
Oh, right. So there's no real...
Like earlier, I jumped off.
Oh, yeah.
For example. Just respawn.
Okay. Okay. So it's pretty easy. You're not out of the fight yet.
No.
Even if you bleed out.
Let's see what's going on in here.
Enemy soldiers incoming?
Yeah.
No? Yes? We've got robots inbound. Corpus walkers.
Got me my loot.
The crewmen are a bit weird.
Adept at melee combat, I must say.
Yeah.
Oh, it is that.
So are we playing together with PC players or
PS4 players, I believe.
only? Yeah, separate servers. I think that might be.
And Bob Duran is down.
So it's not like in Killzone, you can still slightly operate your character even though you while bleeding out. But yeah.
I think
Oh no.
we revive. We only have a limited amount of revives.
So how many?
Don't remember quite how it works, but it's like you have, in a certain time period, you have a certain amount of revives, and then you need to unlock a revive with currency.
Ah, right. But I mean, we're used to that from many iOS and Android type free-to-play games that you have to, if you perform poorly or die too often, then you have to pay.
Exactly.
Or wait. I have to say it looks beautiful. It really is.
Yeah, the graphics, not only the graphics, but also just the aesthetic style of
Yes.
the base and the actual Warframes.
I agree with one in the comment section says that it reminds us slightly bit of a ninja version of Isaac Clarke from Dead Space.
Oh, yes.
A little bit at least. If there was health on his health indicator on his back, we would have some serious legal issues. A weird crewman.
I think that is Isaac Clarke.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You just took him down like he was nothing. So, have you acquired one of the next-gen consoles yet?
No.
No.
It's on my Christmas list, so for all of you out there,
Yeah.
you know where to contact me. But I think it's gonna be late February for me, around my birthday.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, have you thought about which system?
I still haven't quite decided, but the PS4 for me is in the lead.
Yes. Also,
I think it feels like more of a dedicated gaming system, and living in Europe, there's so many of the features of the Xbox that just simply
like much of the Kinect functions.
yeah
So
aren't really applicable to me. So
it seems very US centered, at least. American made company makes a console mostly for the at least with Kinect functions, which is much of the console's functionality.
Yeah.
And Warframe is exclusive to Sony's console, which we're guessing there'll be a lot of indie free-to-play titles.
Again.
So, okay.
Oh.
Was that one move for being complete?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Threw me off because they weren't interconnected. But here we go. It's already opened. Hogging all the loot. Our team members here.
Good on that, crewman. All right, so I'm noticing it's quite a long map. I mean, there's a lot of
a lot of corridors and
but then again, if that's the thing with co-op. I mean, it's sort of the interactivity between the players and that kind of stuff that makes it fun.
Indeed.
But I don't think you can, at least for a free-to-play title, make the statement that you don't get enough content for your not spent money.
No, definitely not.
There's a lot to do, and even like host migration.
Great. Well, at least it has host migration and not just cut off.
Yeah, not just cut you off. Yeah. There are still games out there that do that. People just bumps you out of the multiplayer map.
2013.
Yes. And the host migration is still not basic. So, just to reiterate,
Back to the multiplayer menu. We go.
for the people just tuning in now, we're playing through the multiplayer-centric, free-to-play-centric games of the PlayStation 4 launch. We have looked at Killzone Shadowfall's multiplayer, and we are currently playing Warframe.
To be clear, Killzone Shadowfall not being a free-to-play
Not
title,
free
but
to play.
we cheated a bit because our last attempt didn't go through as planned with the
Yeah.
PSN network. I guess we'll have to just replay that mission.
So we did get bumped out.
Yeah, we ended up getting booted because the host migration failed.
So should we play the mission again, or should we move on to another?
How are we on time?
We are. We have 45 minutes left.
Yeah, let's go and
So-
fly some planes.
So we're going to fly some planes. We're going to switch up the tempo a little bit and play War Thunder, another free-to-play centric title, which is ready for the EU and US launch of PlayStation 4.
Yes.
This is sort of a World War II.
Another PC game coming over to the PS4.
Yes.
And yeah, free to play plane game.
Yeah, playing not first person, third person.
Third
seem
person.
like quite a bit away. The camera is from the
Yeah, like
the
our
plane.
arcade sim.
Yeah, arcadey
It's
style. Yeah. Is this still in beta on Steam or?
It's still in beta here and on the PS4.
Okay. So sort of it's still evolving game over time.
Yeah.
Haven't heard much about it up to the launch, or really heard many impressions.
I
from
have
people?
some friends that are deep into War
Deep into
Thunder
it.
on the PC.
Yeah.
So I haven't tried it that much myself. I played like 15 minutes today to kind of warm up and
Yes.
see what it's all about. It's fairly similar to World of Warplanes, I have to say. I mean, these are two titles coming from Eastern European developers
Yes.
going head to head, so they are a bit similar.
Yeah. Slow, strategic, would you call that? I think I've played a little bit of World of Warplanes, and it does take patience to kind of dive into the controls and the systems and all the mechanics. But then again, it just says press square to battle. So
Exactly. You just jump in. But let's, we have some research going on here to unlock planes.
Yeah. So we just explored the free-to-play aspects of Warframe. Would you say that War Thunder is in the same league, that it doesn't really require you to pay anything you don't want to?
Yes.
Or? Okay.
Yes.
So that's very
So like
positive.
there we're setting research, and that's gonna take time
Yes.
to hurry up the research, spend resources,
Spend resources.
etc.
But then again, yeah, if you have the
Don't-
patience to wait, then
Yeah.
nothing needn't be spent.
And the thing is, you right now we have 2 planes, and we go into battle. If we get shot down, then we jump on the reserve plane. If we get shot down again, we don't have any more planes.
Okay.
So it's in your interest to buy more planes to
Yes.
have more interrupted playtime.
So if you
Uninterrupted playtime.
so when your 2 planes or your many planes get shot down during a battle, how long would it take for the planes to be fixed without spending a dime?
Have not gotten that far yet.
No, okay. You've been so successful that
Well,
that's not
what,
been
what
the
can I
case.
say? I'm a natural.
Yeah. So we're gonna see. Yeah,
we have 2 planes here: the P26A 34M2 and the P26A 33.
we're gonna take the yellow and blue plane.
Yes.
But I think that's
we don't have
M2.
any secondary weapons on this here, but on
Okay.
400 meters gun targeting. Okay.
gun targeting. So I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
that is the amount of distance away from an enemy plane before you see the reticule to
Yeah.
shoot.
Okay,
And,
so quite detailed, at least from a environment standpoint.
yes,
I think.
and the objective here is, of course, to shoot down the other team, but it's also to kill ground targets that are advancing on our base.
Okay.
So it's not just enough to keep your eye on the sky. You also need to, as you can see here in the distance, these.
So there's an entire ground battle going on while you're fighting.
but that's AI.
So this is all AI, but you can help destroy, and then there's players in the air
Yes,
with you.
exactly.
So what is the conditions for winning or losing?
All the tickets are exhausted, or you kill all the ground targets.
Okay.
I believe.
So as you might know from conquest modes in Battlefield, for example, you exhaust your amount of respawns and you lose. You can see the amount of ground targets in the lower left corner.
Yeah.
So is there? Is it? Are we
enemy
playing
are here quite high above us?
critical speed?
Yeah, I can take the G's.
Yeah.
Here you see you need to aim for the reticule in front of the enemy.
Oh,
Except
right.
for at the enemy itself. Here we go. Too far away. Because you want him to fly into your bullets.
Ah, I see. So there's a bit of a more strategic element than just point and shoot.
There we go.
Yeah, hello!
So long, sucker.
So that was, with the particle effects and all, it was very,
very
spectacular.
very detailed models.
Yes.
And I've actually seen some videos and GIFs online of people cutting the wings off other players with their wing and stuff like that.
I'm loving that. And that is that was another player we took down there?
Yep.
So I think for the free-to-play sort of standard on PS4 with the limited amount of games available at launch, very crisp looking, both of them.
Yes, another aircraft destroyed.
Hello! Look who's the War Thunder expert here. I wouldn't have called this game your sort of niche multiplayer game, but here we are.
Yes, doing fairly good.
Yeah.
I don't want to jinx it though. But
I think you can do that.
let's see, full throttle.
So how can you, if you're on the offensive, how can you customize your plane to have an edge in battle other than, I'm guessing missiles is a part of?
Yes, you have missiles and you have bombs to drop on ground targets. Speaking of ground targets, I'm completely ignoring them and just going for players here.
Yeah, that's more fun. So let's do that.
And this is, I have played this game a little bit with the mouse, and this is a little bit harder with the controller.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
But it's very sensitive, so I think it's just a matter of me getting used to it. And now my gun is jammed and out of ammo.
So how do you?
Just wait.
You can't pay for. Pay quickly.
I'm sure you can buy better components, so that's less likely to happen. And there you go. Another one bites the dust. And now I'm in trouble.
Your flying speed is too low. Increase throttle to avoid crash.
Let's see if we can do a barrel roll.
Oh, very nice.
Spin out of this.
This is your game, practically. I mean, we were playing Warframe, but this is really your stuff here.
Let's see if we can spin away, being tailed here.
I've been told here that first-person view is possible.
Oh, okay.
Now.
Yep.
Hello.
There we go. Press of a button. And
Now this is. Would you say that it got easier or harder?
a bit harder,
Yeah,
because
I would say.
it's harder to see.
But I think your enemies needs a fair chance with the amount of
Oh,
critical speed.
yeah, got pushed. And had the throttle off. That's not a great way to fly.
So there's a bit of a strategic element there with having what kind of speed you're flying at.
Yeah,
Flying
exactly.
up and flying down. So there's bullet holes in your. That's nice. Come on. Take down Ian Killer 999.
I got a hit. The guns are jammed. No. Well, I'm out of ammo and the gun's jammed.
Oh no. So your guns jam if I'm guessing that they overheat. when you
Overheat.
just, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's just. Oh.
Oh, barrel roll. Evasive maneuvers. Is it possible to unlock flares? I remember that from other.
I'm not quite sure. And I mean, they do have airplanes that carry missiles, but I'm not sure that they're heat-seeking, because this is more World War II oriented.
Yeah, it's old school style.
Yeah, let's. And here we are in complete first person.
Oh.
Oh,
You
throttle
don't
up,
really
throttle,
know.
throttle.
But then again, you haven't died yet, actually, which is very impressive, I think.
Well,
we'll see about that. Pilot knocked out. What does that mean?
that means that I took too many G's trying to get away from the guy that was following me, so...
Too many G's for the character. Okay, that's cool.
I thought it could handle it.
So we've been asked, do you think that free-to-play is the future of the industry?
I definitely think it's an aspect that has a future.
Indeed.
Definitely. But
And
if all games are going to go free-to-play, I don't think so.
I think, not that we should always look to the past for the answers to the future, but I think that there's always been a need for retail copies of everything, even movies to a certain extent. So there will probably always be shelf games that you can go and buy for full retail price. But as you can see with the launch of PlayStation 4 and Killer Instinct with the Xbox One, free-to-play is definitely here to stay and not something you should not acknowledge.
You think you can
Come on,
away,
get him
huh?
down. You got him exactly where you want him. Take him down.
Critical hit, but yet not down, and gun is jammed.
Get him. But
Yeah.
you've got an ally with you now.
Handing it over to my
Come on, Ian
teammate.
Killer. So, if you crash this plane...
Then I believe I am out of the battle.
Okay. Be interesting to see how much you actually need to pay to keep going.
And enemy kill assist. Only an assist.
Only an assist.
Kill steal.
Oh no. So,
And shut down.
ghosty claws.
I think that's the guy that shot me down earlier as well.
I think so as well.
So that means we have no more crews to choose from, and we have to return to the hangar.
Oh no. Maybe that's a prompt for us to head if we can't fix the planes.
Yeah, let's see if
Maybe that's a prompt
we
to
can
head.
quickly get them airworthy again.
Yes. Otherwise, we have half an hour left. So
Yes,
if
and
we
then
are to
we'll
do-
jump into DC Universe Online.
Yes, and if time permits, we will do a quick character creation tutorial just to show off how maybe, at least graphically, it's an improvement.
Yes.
DC Universe Online, of course, have been live on PlayStation 3 for a long, long time, and on PC. So this is not a new thing, only like a small, I think, graphical, maybe stability.
Yeah, and here we got a reward. Got a new plane.
A new plane, a Buffalo.
Oh.
I'm liking that.
Yes. And as you can see, I racked up a little bit of currency there.
So the total 1,288.
Yeah.
So let's see how far that will get you.
Yeah, so here I can choose another aircraft to set up.
150 will cost you.
Yeah, I have that. So now I have 3 setups
Three
for
setups.
the next battle. But I think you've seen what the game is basically about.
Yeah.
You got your planes, you shoot the other planes down.
And in
That's it.
Dory's case, you should shoot a lot of them down
Hey.
mercilessly.
Hey, I mean, what can I say? I'm a natural.
Yeah, obviously.
I watched Hot Shots several times.
Yeah, and what a movie. Probably Flyboys as well, The Aviator, all these things.
Yes,
Just
so-
something with planes.
We'll jump out and get on DC Universe Online, a game that's been out on PC for some
Long
time.
time.
Yeah.
And on PS3 at least some years, I think. Since maybe 2009, 2010, I think.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah, so of course developed by Sony's online branch SOE.
Yeah.
So the same branch that is currently bringing PlanetSide 2, free to play,
Yes.
another free to play title to the PS4.
But I
eventually.
think I'll hand over the controller.
All right.
Although I did create a character earlier in the day
I might.
called the Fox.
The Fox.
Yes, looks like a fox. I don't know what he says.
I don't know.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. I'm sure the internet will explode over that little fun comment. So I'm thinking not to say anything negative about the foxy hero you've made.
Yes.
That is the most ridiculous superhero I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, come on.
What is his stance? Why does he stand like that? No super.
No. That's because he's flirty.
Oh, he's flirty.
Yep.
Imagine if Batman stood like that. I mean, that would look ridiculous. So is it all right if I create a new
Absolutely.
character?
Let's go through the character creation and let's go for PvP.
PvP,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's more fun when you're being killed by other players.
So we're gonna skip the little intro movie, but I have seen this and I can heavily recommend it.
Well, let's just watch it. How long is it?
I think it's pretty long.
Yeah, we don't have.
We can give it like 30 seconds. But it is pretty cool. I mean, the setup.
Yeah, because I've heard.
It's just basically superheroes thrashing each other.
This is basically the release trailer.
Yes.
As well. We have that up on the site.
Yeah. But just to get you the quick gist of it, it is awesome. I wouldn't mind an animated movie like this.
No.
So it's just all the DC heroes and villains
clashing.
Yeah, clashing. So you got your Lantern there. You got your Sinestro there, I think. And there's the little future rendition of Batman and Cyborg.
Yes.
So I think we're gonna hold to skip.
We've been asked about if we're giving out any prizes. I've intentionally been a little bit quiet about it this stream, but we do have prizes. So
there we go.
Let's get out the little goodie bag and take a look at what's on offer.
You thought you weren't gonna get any prizes, but here they are.
You stuck with us.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Santa does arrive.
What I have here is the PS4 swag bag from the PS4 launch, and out of that we get a beautiful Battlefield 4 lanyard.
Oh,
yes.
that is amazing.
Yes, you can even use it for your wallet instead of like a chain.
Yes.
So
if you want to take that baby home.
yes, and a PS4 pen. Yes.
For you to hold and cherish forever.
And what we also have here is an Assassin's Creed 4 flag. Now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, that
now
it's getting better.
I'm not gonna unwrap it. I want it to be pristine, keep the trade value.
Yeah, but it's a pirate's flag.
It's a pirate flag that you can hang up or use in court.
Yes.
If you accidentally go out and pirate, you can. Well,
Indeed,
I have the license.
Yes.
And what we also have here is a Destiny T-shirt.
See, that's where it's at.
Yes, the main part of the prize.
The main part of the prize is the
Everything
Destiny
else
t-shirt.
comes with it, I would say.
Yes.
And you'll get it all in this PlayStation 4 tote bag. Very manly. This is for the players, which is you.
Which is all for you, so. That swag bag, I think, is collectively a very good prize.
Yes. So we'll put that down here, and
a lot of cool stuff to go with your launch.
And what we're gonna do is we'll go through the character creation.
Yes.
And the best submission for a name for our hero wins.
I couldn't have thought up on that
So
quickly.
we're gonna create the hero. While we're creating the hero, get a little bit of inspiration.
Yes.
And the best name that we choose gets the swag bag.
Yeah. So I'm going to start by going with the Brute Large, because that's the way I see myself.
Yes.
The largest character available to me.
Yes, if you can't do it in real life, do it in the computer games.
So I'm going to... Do you want to... Custom is perhaps too lengthy. I'm just going to go with Inspired By.
Okay.
So let's see what he thinks Batman is inspired by. Oh, Jesus. No, that's not going to be...
Yeah, Nick Holmberg just joined the chat, told us to give away a PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just give away a link to his pre-order.
Yeah.
You can just go pick that up.
Nick has been very vocal about that he doesn't want to, he's not an early adopter.
Yes.
But I'm sure he has a pre-order, and I'm sure he will be willing to give it away.
Well, willing or not willing, I have access to his email.
Yes.
So
what we're going to do is I'm probably going to go with a large lantern-based fella.
Okay. So he's a... wait, let's read a little bit about the stats
Okay,
here.
so the Black Lightning.
He's a hero, electricity as a power, which means that he is defense, or is that...
I think he's attack or and ranged.
Okay.
Ranged.
Oh yeah, the role is healing.
All right.
We don't want healing. We want
We-
smash.
Yeah. So I might go up to defense, healing. A lot of these guys are healing. Hello.
Hello. Okay.
He's control
yeah.
and an acrobat. But can I, when I choose this, can I get to customize it further?
Yeah, let's see. We can always
Okay.
go back. Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
So I'm gonna go. This is just brute force.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get his costume. I want him tattooed. That's nice. So I'm gonna go for some hair. This is gonna be quite the show.
Oh wait, go up to Liverpool.
Oh,
It's Emo Bane.
I'm gonna make Emo Bane. We're gonna lose the mask eventually, so you can see his gear. Full devil, full cross, formal. I think formal.
Yeah. He's a gentleman brawler.
Yeah, he is a gentleman. A biker. Bug businessman.
Wait a minute. You put on the glasses.
Yes.
And he totally turned into... Wait.
Yeah.
I can't recognize him anymore.
Yeah. That's clearly not the same person. So I'm thinking.
Eye patch.
I'm thinking.
Oh,
What?
or we can have him as Juggalo.
That is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, some insane clown posse.
And I
up
think
in
the
house.
clown, and I think the clown thing will give some interesting ideas for the name.
Can you give him magnetic powers?
I think.
How does that work?
I'm not sure. But what's his emblem? No, we're going to give too many ideas away for the
Yeah.
name. So we're
Yeah.
going to stay away from the emblem, and I'm going to give him a trench coat, and we'll be off.
Yes. And again, get some inspiration for the name, because the person that gives away tells us the name that we choose,
Yes.
gets the swag bag with the Destiny t-shirt, Assassin's Creed flag, and various stuff
Indeed.
that you might find interesting.
So I think we have our hero here. So I'm going to
Wow.
go... I must say I'm pretty stoked about this. This is cool. So
Yeah.
his personality... Perhaps he's flirty as well.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, a little bit of swagger.
Or he's comical, like a clown. Personalities can be
No,
lighthearted.
no, that's too on the nose.
Yeah, all right.
I think flirty or...
Yeah, okay. He's perhaps. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's the clown I want.
He has that swagger.
So my mentor. I think this is a bit too on the nose as well. No, I think Lex Luthor
Yeah.
exports
he
genetic.
he seems like a man
Yeah.
equipped with nice genetics.
Yes. So my power. The mental clown.
Sorcery.
The nature.
I was
Yeah.
hoping for magnetism.
Yeah, but we were.
But mental is...
Yeah, we decided we weren't going to go for healing.
Yeah.
So something that's not healing. Earth. An earth clown.
electricity and light.
Healing.
Quantum.
Healing. Quantum. Bend time and space. I'm going to go with earth. The power of earth of shaping it into mighty pets and causing damaging tremors.
Yes.
We're going to go with the earth clown. Yeah, that's great. We're not going to do that.
We're playing
Oh,
for
wait.
free.
So, I can't choose earth. I'm sorry, viewers.
Oh, is that a DLC?
Yeah, I think
How
so, yeah.
dare you?
So I'm gonna go back to just fire. This is a fire clown. And my weapon is a martial artist.
Yeah.
And my movements are super speed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or no, can he fly? I think. Or super
I mean,
speed.
acrobatic kinda goes with the clown theme.
Yes, I think that is true. We're
Yeah.
gonna go with this, and we have reached.
The naming. So
naming.
we are gonna need some suggestions for names.
And while we are waiting, perhaps we can entice some viewers to give away some cool names. So we have a clown who's
Yes.
flirty
Yep.
and is very formally dressed.
Yes.
He likes martial arts and fire.
Yep.
and his mentor is Lex Luthor. So, I'm not sure where that leaves us.
Yeah, genetic based
Yes.
fire
Yeah, genetics.
acrobatic clown.
Yeah, and I can give him a quick spin for you. And we've chosen the template Bane, so he's a large brute kind of character.
And once more, there are some names coming in, but we'll refresh of what's on offer. It's a Assassin's Creed Black Flag, an actual Black Flag.
Yes.
And we have a Destiny t-shirt. Size is extra large, but I'm sure you can find a tailor to tuck it in if you need. There is a Battlefield 4 lanyard for
your wallet,
whatever you need to hang on to your
rifle, your
yes.
sidearm.
A PS4 pen, and what is this? Oh, a keychain.
Hello. For what?
A USB ad.
No, it's a USB. You see?
I think the
this
price
is already
just
paying
became-
for itself.
Yes. And it all comes in that sweet tote bag.
Yes, in the nice PS4 tote bag, which we'll mail to you.
Yes. So have we gotten any suggestions for the name? Any good ones?
Let's say the one I like most so far is Clown MacReaper, not Raper, because that would be inappropriate.
That would be very inappropriate.
Reaper.
But he is a Reaper.
Yes.
I could go with that. Clown Mac Reaper, MC.
Nick Holmberg, of course, wants him to be called the Ginger Ninja.
We'll be giving his...
How about no?
Yeah, we'll be giving his PS4 pre-order away shortly.
Let me see. Clown MacReaper, Razortooth, Cowabunga Jim.
Cowabunga Jim.
I kind of like that because it's so
out of
unattached,
context.
Yes, that it fits because it's a clown.
Yeah.
Pennywise, the dancing, flirting clown. I think
Not
that's
sure
a bit
that
too long.
fits. In
Donald Duck.
Okay, that's... Yeah.
Gut Torch.
Gut Torch.
Yes.
It is fire.
Mr. Bean, as a play on that is Bane.
Oh,
But it's Lex Luthor.
Yeah, we haven't
Yeah,
chosen...
we started with the template for Bane. So
Yeah, that is right.
the Uber King, Clown Black Beast,
Clown Black Beast.
Creepy Ghost Rider.
Creepy Ghost Rider.
I'm gonna give this like 20 more seconds.
Yes.
And then we're gonna select out of.
So we can remind people what we're doing here.
Yes, we are asking for names for our character, and we're gonna give out some swag.
Some swag for the best name for
Yes.
this clown character we've made.
And come on, YOLO.
Come on, YOLO.
Come on, YOLO. Give us your suggestions.
Yes.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Nick Holmberg votes for Cowabunga, like we give a damn what he votes for.
Yeah, show up if you want to have a say in this, Nick Holmberg.
Yeah, I think it's between Clown MacReaper and Cowabunga Jim.
Yes.
I think seeing that guy called Cowabunga Jim jumping around,
I think that would entertain...
setting people on
Yeah.
fire.
I think we're going to go with Cowabunga Jim.
Yep, it's Cowabunga Jim.
And congratulations to you. So, we're going to...
So that is over. That has won the little swag bag.
Yeah.
And Lasse in the back. You will receive a private message in the chat with instructions of how we will get in touch with you and how we will get your swag to you.
Congratulations. So is
it's with a G instead of a K and a space between Jim and Cowabunga.
I'm not sure we are allowed spaces, but we'll see.
Yep.
We are. Complete character creation? Indeed we will, sir.
Yes.
Congratulations on the tote bag with lots of cool items.
Yes.
Gamer PS4
Everything
type
you
items.
need for your PlayStation 4 experience, except
Yes.
the PlayStation 4 and games, and a TV, and a controller. And
Well, those are all optional.
yeah.
The pen, the
You-
Battlefield
you
4.
can draw that out.
Yeah. So, again, a little tutorial movie.
Solfin, it's...
Yeah, I got it. Now, can you explain how he gets a message?
Oh, yes, over. In the chat, there will pop up a little red tab, which is a private message from Solfin here behind the camera, getting in touch with you to get your address No nefarious reasons, promise, even though we're playing a villain here. It's just to get you your swag. And
So, Cowabunga Jim. Look, you can see how flirty he is when he walks.
Yeah.
See, look.
damn,
Damn.
he got the
So I'm gonna-
black swagger. Yeah. And this is basically a tutorial, right?
Yeah. In the same sense that with the Warframe that we played just before, we are playing through a brief tutorial on our own before being unleashed on the real world.
Into the PvP world.
So we're going to try. We have no abilities unlocked as of yet, apart from like
2 attacks.
Yeah. So we have chosen him to be acrobatic, which you can see immediately when Cowabunga Jim moves.
And we just got a friend request that reminds me, excuse me, you should add us Gamereactor Live on PSN and on Xbox Live for all our multiplayer live streams. We love to play with the users.
Yeah.
So good on you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Keep sending us friend requests.
Are we? Is that possible on the Xbox as well when we get to that,
Yes.
or the same?
Yes,
the same, under the same name?
on Xbox Live, it's Gamereactor Live.
Yeah. So
One
please
word.
add so we can play with you.
And Brainiac Overseer. So we are here basically escaping from a prison type complex.
Yes. The basic setup is, as basic as MMO setups kind of go.
Yeah.
Brainiac, the ultimate bad guy, one of the ultimate bad guys of the DC universe, has attacked Earth and captured a lot of heroes.
Okay.
And so your mentor is getting you out of this prison, so you can get down to Earth level and help destroy Brainiac's
And
troops.
who is our mentor? This
Our
time?
mentor in this case is Lex Luthor.
Ah, yes, because we're based on his
Yeah.
powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see by the touch of the button we are using the super speed, the acrobatics,
Yeah.
where we can
Yeehaw.
weirdly sort of... So if you've ever had any experience with MMOs or anything of the like, this is very basically an MMO.
Yeah.
If you might know it from World of Warcraft, for example. You level up, you do raids, you do dungeons with friends, and you earn experience, gain levels, and get gear, ultimately new items for you to use and become more powerful. It's that kind of setup.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I'm going this way.
Brace yourself. More security is coming your way.
More security.
I'm not sure I remember.
Friend requests raining in now.
Do you want me to go in and accept them?
Yeah, let's do that. Oh wait, let's do it after this tutorial when we
Yeah.
actually get into the world, and then we can maybe meet up with some users.
Oh, right, yeah.
For those of you that have a PS4, of course, download DC Universe and
Yes, please do so.
if you have already, meet us in the hub world after we finish this brief tutorial. Assuming you're gonna make it through.
Yeah, assuming, we'll see. But at the moment, I have an incredible hit counter.
Cowabunga Jim. I like
Yeah.
that name.
So that is my two basic attacks for now. I have my martial art, and then my fire skill comes
Okay.
in a
So
sort
it's like
of
throwing
quick,
knives,
yeah,
basically.
quick ranged attack.
Yeah.
And then, depending on what skill you've used, you have, by the press of L3, you can use either flight skill or, in our case,
The acrobatics.
the acrobatics.
Yeah. But we don't have use of the fire as of yet.
No, not really.
No.
That is something that comes... But we can start by spending our fire point we've just earned.
Okay.
So, immolation. Usable where we can instantly engulf ourselves in flame, damaging enemies,
Yeah.
which is nice. So
Sounds
we're gonna...
good.
Yeah, so
And
we're
I
gonna
mean,
do
it's
that.
it's the one that you have to get to start off the skill tree.
Yes.
So, fire, flame on.
There we go.
There we go.
So that's for some quick AoE type damage.
And I love the flame coming out of the top hat. That is awesome.
And if you know your Sony characters through the ages, this might send you a bit back to Twisted
A
Metal.
little bit. Somebody actually came up with the suggestion that we called him Sweet Tooth.
Oh, Sweet Tooth, yeah.
But like I said, a little
Cow-
bit too on the nose.
On the nose, Cowabunga Jim, I think, is just right.
Yes.
So I can... Hello! So when it's on console, like it is, it has to have, you know... It's not as, like,
Free-flowing.
straightforward,
Yeah.
or free-flowing as World of Warcraft, for example. There is... You can do more things with it.
Yeah.
And it might... Maybe the balancing suffers a bit, but it is ultimately a very, very fun game. And then again, free to play, so
Yeah.
go
I
nuts
think
with
you
it.
need to throw that away to interact
Yeah.
with that laptop.
The console,
there.
yeah. So I'm gonna do just that.
Time to do some hacking.
Press, yeah, okay. Trash cleanup. So that's how exciting.
Let's see.
So I can maybe go through here, or... Oh, here. So I can crawl basically on... So I'm gonna use my fire ability again,
Yeah.
if I am allowed. Here we go.
Taking not that much damage.
No, not that much. I think...
They're all what, 1 hit point each.
Yeah.
That's not a lot. Of course, being the tutorial. But you're controlling the camera with the right analog stick.
Yeah, there
right?
is a controllable camera, as you might know from third-person action games.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's just its movability is a bit confusing, at least in the start. But you'll get to
That's
it.
something that you need to get used to.
Yeah, like I think every MMOs is, there's not that much focus on like the core systems. It's more like the connected experience. So it is, you know, as World of Warcraft were, it's a bit rough around the edges, but it's ultimately very, very fun. And the late raids and dungeons you get to is incredibly fun. There's been a lot of expansions over the years as well. So there's a lot of...
do you know if they're included with the PS4 version?
They are
or-
not included, as you saw. We tried to take the Earth power earlier, and we were prompted to buy the, I think it was called the Battle of the Earth expansion pack. But these are real expansion packs,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of
it's
content.
you're not just buying the power, you're actually buying more
The
levels.
whole, a lot of content and new areas to explore and stuff like that. So there is a lot of stuff to do.
And now, I mean, I'm not that familiar with the game. We created our own hero, so presumably all the other users that you meet create their own heroes as well.
Yes.
So the iconic DC Universe heroes, you meet them as what, NPCs?
NPCs.
And like they gave you missions and stuff
Yeah,
like
in the
that,
same sense that you meet Thrall and Arthas in World of Warcraft, they are like they watch over their own quest lines and stuff like that that you can interact with in a very cool way. The reason you choose your
press R1 to smash through that little blip behind you. Turn around.
oh right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Didn't it say R1?
Well,
No, okay. Yeah, there we go.
oh right. So I can, but the reason you choose your own mentor is not only for your personality. It's also the one that will be guiding you through a large part of the game.
The quest line. And,
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you start it again and you choose another mentor, you get different missions.
Yes, you get a different, at least a different spin to the main quest line. And a lot of the voice actors for the heroes is someone you know, or at least from
From the animation.
from animated
films.
series and stuff like that. So it is pretty cool and a real DC-like experience. So how I'm gonna get through the Brainiac Lunger is another question entirely.
I think
Maybe it's because
pick up the can there and throw it at him.
Yep.
Let's see.
I threw it. Yeah, that's
smashed it.
That's the life of Cowabunga Jim, I think.
Yeah. Smashed when I should have thrown.
Well, yeah, we have to weaken them somehow.
Yeah.
We have to counter them. Now I see. So I can log on here.
And then hold R1.
Yeah. So let's see if we can... There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy when you actually read the on-screen commands.
Well,
right?
So now you out there know that you have to read what's on screen at least. Obviously, we have difficulties with that here.
There we go.
So I have to... Oh, there's more. Hold to interrupt ranged attacks. So I've just found out, which is nice. I have a basic charge attack if I hold square.
Okay.
I will plunge towards the enemy.
Okay.
So now I have to block.
To hold to break enemies.
So he has that.
Yeah, so it's basically it's teaching us how to deal with any of the classes
Yeah.
that you later meet in the game.
Yeah. So it is like the most basic of tutorials,
Yeah.
which introduce you to like the basics of the game, which is nice. So we are...
Yeah, we were being asked which cameras we're using for the live stream. If we were using the PlayStation camera. No, we're not using the PlayStation camera.
No.
We're not live streaming directly from the PS4.
No.
We are running it through our own system for higher quality.
Yeah, and again, still how the PlayStation 4 is working currently is that you have to use their channels if you want to live stream, like
Yeah.
Twitch or Ustream.
Yeah. So hold in. What was it?
Yeah, it's difficult. So I got that guy.
Yeah.
It's a different command for...
So we have 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll actually make it through this tutorial.
Sadly.
But
But you at least... But then again, if you're all already familiar with DC Universe Online, there isn't much more to it.
yeah.
Apart from a slight graphics upgrade and the ability or the option to play it on your shiny new PS4 system without paying anything.
Have you used the touchpad at all?
Nope. This is a basic port
Yeah.
of the PS4, the PS3 game, so there are no, as far as I'm concerned, there are no touchpad mapping.
Yeah.
This is just, the PC version and the PS3 version. And
Slight
the same.
upgrade.
Yeah, slight graphics upgrade, stability upgrade.
And you can, of course, import your PS3 character
Yes.
into the PlayStation 4 version, so you don't need to start from the beginning.
And no save import is needed as either way.
Yeah.
It is hidden, or it is saved on their servers, so
Yeah.
it will just appear when you
So
open the game.
yeah. So all your progression is carried over to the PS4 version, which is a nice touch.
Which is nice. You don't have to start over. It's just it's
Yeah.
the same. So I'm thinking we got as far as we could. The tutorial is slightly longer than this and teaches you the basics, and then you're gonna be unleashed in the basic quest-based world that you know from most MMOs.
Yeah, and since we chose PvP, I'm sure we were gonna get smashed
Yeah.
right away. I mean, but in the hub worlds, you're safe from attacks, right?
Yes,
It's-
you have this in the same sense that you do in normal MMOs. You have this startup area where NPC guards will protect you, very powerful NPC guards. So in the end of the tutorial, your mentor will come and rescue you, and you will be returned to the hub world.
Yeah.
And the world in DC Universe Online is very big so far. So.
And yes, to finish up, let's talk a little bit about the schedule ahead. Tomorrow, me and Thomas will be here. We're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be playing on the PC, and we're going to be playing smaller indie roguelikes.
Oh yes.
We haven't quite set it up yet, but I think what we're going to do is each of us is going to have one life in each roguelike. I have a list of about 10 roguelikes. Each of us will have 1 life, and we'll go through the list like that. Maybe skipping ahead if it's taking too long, or replaying if we run full circle and start again. But it's going to be titles like Risk of Rain, Rogue Legacy, Binding of Isaac. I think we might play,
yes.
even though I'm shit at it.
That's a fine game.
FTL, of course, one of the best games of last year.
Yes.
And Sword of the Stars, The Pit, not so well known.
No.
Little game based on a series that has nothing to do with roguelikes. I mean, Sword of the Stars is the space sim, and then they made the Sword of the Stars, The Pit, which is actually a really nice little roguelike. And Rogue Legacy, I said, yeah, bunch of different roguelike games, which is one of my favorite type of games.
Yeah.
Out there right now.
A lot of creativity.
Yeah,
going
especially
on
the indie games, because it's you sit down, it's quick, it's fun. You keep some progression, even though it's permadeath.
Yeah.
A lot of them you can start with more powers, and then of course the enemies are more powerful. But it's a nice way to approach gaming.
Yeah.
So that's tomorrow. Roguelike special slam down between me and Thomas. Thursday is Xbox One. Crossing fingers once more.
Crossing fingers.
Where we'll be hoping to take a look at Dead Rising 3, Rise, Son of Rome, and Forza 5 Motorsports, among others.
Yeah.
Friday is Friday nights, where Nick will be here. We'll be playing Call of Duty Ghosts on the PS3, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
But best way to get the most current and best information on that is to go onto our Facebook page for GRTV Friday nights and sign up, join our clan. We're going to be playing Clan Wars and trying to represent Gamereactor to the world in Call of Duty Ghosts. And then, of course, next week, every weekday, new stream, new content. Haven't quite figured out what we're going to be playing, but it's going to be next gen, most of it, because this is the time for next gen. And now I've talked for way too many minutes. We run out of time. And I'm going to go and say goodbye and see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.